It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. So chug a course, cause here we go. It's time.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hi.
It's good to see everybody at 5 a.m.
Well, good to see you, Brent. You know, if you're here, you got some breaking news for us. So let's find out where we're at with this. What's going on, Brent? What's the last night on? Well, let me recap real quick. Sorry.
Okay.
Last night on the Miserable Men show, we ended the show by formulating a DM to send to one stuttering John. And we checked back throughout the show. He never wrote back. Any updates?
So, yeah, he took a screenshot of that DM and put it on Twitter.
Right. Okay. Do we have it? Did he write? What did he write with the screenshot?
In the screenshot, he was like, oh, please, I don't have time for this. We already talked. Go back to whoring out your wife for a few shekels.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing that before I went to bed.
I'm like, okay. Now all bets are off.
So first he calls your wife a whore, then did he reply to your DM at all, or just posted it?
He replied to it just now.
Oh.
Real breaking news.
Asking for this was at 9:50 a.m. So 15 minutes ago. What's your number?
All right, who wants to give John their number and have him call their phone on speaker?
You should say your number is 7 and he tries to call 7.
You know what? Write him back and say, I'm having a lot of problems with trolls lately. I'd rather not give out my number. What's yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can block our number and call him on the air.
This is good. I didn't get a chance to eat breakfast today, so you don't mind if I eat while we
Julie, if you're going to steal half your content from Reddit, put it on YouTube. You paywall JEW.
Very clever.
It's coming to YouTube, man. It's coming to YouTube. But you know, people who are paying on Patreon get first dibs on the Patreon's episode.
Yeah.
What are you eating, spaghetti? Don't break
snack.
your tooth. Oh, you know what? No, it doesn't have pesto on it. You should be fine. That tricky pesto is what really fucks people up.
It's just like concrete.
Green concrete.
Makes it together. Forget it.
All right. So write him back. Let's see what's happening with that.
Yeah, I just did that.
And then in the meantime, you know, we have a lot of good stuff here. I'm trying to see which one we're gonna start out. Okay. Do we want? Oh, God. All right. Do we want to do the Bill Maher saga, or do we want to? Because I got other stuff too.
That one sounded strong.
It's really strong. So, you know, we're new to the Stuttering John thing, and somebody had mentioned that his guest, that his most frequent guest, the Army Major, Richard Ojeda, at one point was asked to do the Bill Maher show.
Nice.
And when I heard that, I go, uh-oh, this had to have pissed John off. This can't be. John's not a guy who's happy for his friends, right?
Never.
So this is great. Our buddy Patrick's Lonely Baby.
That name just every time you say it, I get a smile on my face.
Well, he pointed me in the direction of where some clips might be residing, and sure enough, they were there. So this over here,
thank you, Big Dad,
is the beginning of this whole thing, and I want you to watch John's face when the Army Major announces that he's going to be on Bill Maher, and you tell me if this is a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
6:30.
Well, you are one of the, you and Hal are I have a lot, but you and Hal are probably like One of my most popular guests.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be pretty cool because I'm going to work this out. I spent 45 minutes on the phone yesterday with Bill Maher's show. They want to get me on and be on his panel between now and either July the 1st or in the late fall. So when I come out,
Look at his face. Look,
Not a smile to be found.
right. It's as if he was just told it's stage 4 and it's inoperable. That's the look he has on his face.
It's like two mice went on the wheel and started spinning it in the cave. You know what I mean? It's so weird.
Yeah, the mice are running extra fast in there right now, going, "We got to figure this out, boys. This doesn't make any sense." Oh no!
there, make no mistake about it, man. I'm going to just extend for a day or two and come hang out with you, man.
How did they get on your?
Oh, good. Oh, congratulations. That's
None of
good
that.
for you. No, how'd you get on?
None of that. How did they find you? Because in his mind already, he's going, well, obviously they're listening to him on my show.
Right.
So how I'm involved. It's great.
For a day or two and come hang out with you, man.
How did they get on your? How did you get on their radar?
They said that they've been, I've been on their radar for a couple years now. And with the national spokesman for No Dim Left Behind, they want me on. So I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Well, then you know what you should do on that show.
Whoa, what do you think he's going to say?
I
Have
know.
fun?
Mention him.
Oh, you think so, Brent?
Yes.
I know.
Bob, who would say that? Yes, Bob.
He's going to say, you mentioned the program that you're on with me. You got to plug the Stutter and John
I mean,
podcast.
Absolutely.
You know what kind of scumbag you have to be when your friend is booked on a TV show? You don't even say thank you. You don't even say congratulations.
Mhm.
The first thing you say is, how did you get on their radar? And then you think he's going to follow it up by mention the show, this shitty
Guarantee
show
it.
we do? All right.
This is the only thing John does like a comedian. Is to be jealous about when somebody else is successful.
Here we go.
Plug me.
Nailed it.
Not even the show. Not even the show. Plug me.
Boom. I knew exactly what he was going to say.
It ain't tough to figure out this guy. Here we go.
You
Wonderful.
should do on that show. Plug me.
Airborne. Hey, make no mistake about it. I'm all about that, brother.
By the way, I realize that Army Major, when he says airborne, that means he's completely disregarding what you just asked him in the nicest way possible.
Oh,
Like the flu that John is, he's going to try to get him away real quick. Airborne.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is telling of how much this is upsetting John, because usually he's passive aggressive, where he'll say something and then go
Right.
like that.
Right.
This is like there's no plug me. Yeah, not like hey, plug me, it'll be fun. No, it's plug me.
Plug me. And he called your wife a whore, Brent.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
At least you're getting something from her.
Say, Bill, I just got to give a shout out to my man.
Now he's explaining to him how to plug John.
Oh my God.
This is insane. This is insane. Watch
The
this.
funny thing is, the guy's going on there. He's probably, he's done interviews. This is a big interview for him.
This is for political pundits. This is as big as it gets. Is
Mhm.
Bill Maher's show,
Absolutely.
HBO, and he's nervous about it.
Exactly.
And he should be, because it's a big deal.
Mhm.
And the one friend he's got is like me. The whole fucking
And this
time.
can help a lot of vets out. It really can. Like,
That's
they
one
need to
thing
be on a
about the-
platform.
The Army Major, I mean, if there's a guy who's looking out for vets, it's that guy
Mhm.
right there. He's a veteran. I have a clip of him showing off his medication that he takes. It's insane. It makes you look like a fucking Boy Scout, Bob.
And I have been through nearly nothing compared to him. And for him to be able to go out there and get the word out what's going on with vets, from
I
Huge.
know.
As a veteran, that's huge. And
Yeah.
but let's think about it from a programming perspective for 1 second. All of us have watched Bill Maher's show, correct?
Sure.
Yes.
So when
Except
a
for
guest
John,
goes,
because he doesn't have HBO.
He can't afford it. That's right. Maybe
When a
his neighbor
guest-
Juan has it, and he can borrow it. Go ahead.
so when a guest goes in that direction, off topic of what Bill's like he's trying to get to, like how annoyed does Bill get with somebody when they do that? And he's like, he looks like he wants to strangle somebody when they do stuff
You
like that.
remember when we worked at the show and they started bringing in these impressionists, if you will, and there were a couple that went off. I wouldn't say script necessarily, but there were lines that were given that they would like for them to use. And,
Yes.
and when a few of them didn't do it, they weren't back on the show anymore.
No, they were not.
So by the way, do we have any super chat thingies? All right. $4.99. Plug my chemo fundraiser. All right, I just did. Welcome.
Wouldn't it be funny if he tries to get the guy to plug the listener that has cancer or something like that?
Yeah. Beloved. Hey, Schoolie. Happy Sukkot hut sitting. $5 for beloved chatter who I wasn't done reading it, you fucking prick. I love you. I'm just kidding. You know I love you, you fucking dickbag. Stuttering John. This is from the Jake Tucker, $1.99. Stuttering John, early stage Diana lady. Why are these going so fast?
Sorry, there's a lot.
Sukkot. Thank you. $2.
Thank you.
Jesus, I know that guy. Never listened to Howard Stern. Didn't know any of you were. This has been the funniest thing I've ever found on the internet. I couldn't breathe when I found the video. Thank you for the Galloway fam, $4.99. Can you make fun of John and Jeff the drunk voice? Negative. No, I will not. Julie, I challenge you to a drinking thing. $2. $4.99 to buy Mike some tooth-breaking sauce. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Here we go. Back to the video.
About that, brother.
Yeah, no, you just say, Bill, I just got to give a shout out to my man who you should have on.
Are you kidding?
Great progressive show.
Oh,
Look at his super chats. Good luck today. Headed to the pot store.
maybe bring a clip that Bill will show.
Oh my God. I mean, if you deviate from whatever whatever path they're trying to put you on for the show, that's a sure way to never come back.
Right.
Ever. Yeah.
Ever. Ice Cube went on there and deviated from the show, and he's never coming back.
That's Ice Cube. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy's got a family movie out every fucking year. So
he's never coming back for deviating from the show.
Cut it out too if it gets to be blatant bullshit, right? It's not live, is it?
No, it's live on Friday nights at 10 Eastern. Yeah, it's live.
Wow. So they would have to play it.
But they do cut some stuff out of the show on the replay. You can see.
Oh wow, that would be hurtful.
That would be hurtful. That would suck, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody sit down, gather around. We got the pesto and spaghetti ready, and this is the replay. We're gonna watch them talk about me, and it's cut out. Oh my God.
Right.
A plug, they would definitely cut out of the replay.
Oh, for sure. An unwanted plug, 100%.
Yeah.
Hey, we're hoping that he plugs it. We need this to continue. We need this to continue big.
Oh, don't worry. This goes on for a while. This is the next clip where John is now, John's doing John stuff. Let's check it out. I don't want to ruin this for you.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Julie, for the $5. But hey, are you coming with your wife to California when you do Bill Maher?
No, my wife.
All right, well, then I'll be a +1.
Oh my God.
Didn't even let him finish the answer to the question he asked him. Watch how fast. As soon as he says no, she's not, John's like stiff arms him and goes, "I'll fucking go."
He was on his dick faster than a Filipino chick in training when he was in basic training. I mean, I've never seen
I don't know why. I thought you were going to say Springfield, Illinois, and I'm like, what is a Vietnamese chick?
For the record, Bob, you don't get to hook up with the Filipino chicks till you're out of basic training and you're in the Philippines.
There you go.
Just saying.
He watched Full Metal Jacket backwards. So he didn't
yeah, those guys were out of boot camp when they were in Vietnam.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Julie, for the $5. But hey, are you coming with your wife to California when you do Bill Maher?
No, my wife.
All right, well, then I'll be a +1.
If that's a fact, we can do that. Let's do it. Yeah, you'll be my +1.
I mean, it won't be the first time that I've been there, but I'll tell you.
Wait, now John combines inviting himself with bragging about himself. This is unbelievable. This is John.
Wow. This is the greatest clip. Fuck you.
This is John squared. This is unbelievable.
The Daily Double.
I'm a loser wrapped in a riddle.
It won't be the first time that I've been there, but I'll tell you, after the show, Bill, they have a little party at a bar afterwards, and Bill is smoking weed, and we're all getting high.
Gee, I wonder why you never been booked there. I wonder, you're sitting here fucking giving play-by-play of what everybody's doing in the after party. You fucking idiot.
He's just blowing them right in, just blowing everybody in.
Bill's hitting on every
the executive producer, he was doing bumps in the bathroom.
Well, right, and watch Richard's face. The more John talks, the more he realizes I can't bring this guy with me.
So then Bill set a homeless guy on fire, and it was great. They pissed him.
It was so much fun. You should have been there, bitch.
Yeah, they ended up putting me out, but.
I mean, I heard. I was standing outside waiting for everybody.
Let's do it. Yeah, you'll be my +1.
I mean, it won't be the first time that I've been there, but I'll tell you, after the show, Bill, they have a little party at a bar afterwards, and Bill is smoking weed, and we're all getting high.
Let's do it, my brother. You'll be my +1.
Look happy he is now.
Oh my God, he's thrilled. But this is a journey right here.
What a jabroni.
This is not going to end well for the sergeant major.
Check this clip out. Moving along in this tale that is unfolding right before our eyes. Look at him looking great, gearing up for the big appearance.
Yeah.
You're looking nice, John.
Love his hair, alfalfa.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Aaron got a ragging in whatever. Thanks $5. Richard, do you think John is trying to weed?
Aaron got a wagon. Whatever. It's $5. I'll take it. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Aaron got a ragging in whatever. John is trying to weasel into going your Bill Maher appearance. Oh, this is so funny. Some troll. I didn't tell you this, but I'll tell you now. First of all, he gets your name wrong.
You just got that guy's name wrong.
And John's idea of the funny, whenever somebody keeps saying this is the funniest thing ever, it's not even a chuckle. Forget funniest thing ever. It's not, your shoulders won't even move up and down when you hear this. Here we go.
Didn't tell you this, but I'll tell you now. First of all, he gets your name wrong. This is the funniest thing because they get my phone number and they send me these ridiculous texts. So he writes,
"Oh, really? What are the odds some idiot would do that, huh, John?"
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
To me, yo, stop trying to wheel you away to get on Chris's appearance on Bill Maher. Chris doesn't want you there. Can't you tell? And first of all, I'm laughing in my head. I'm like, the dude's name is Richard. It's not Chris. And second of all, I've been to Bill Maher on multiple occasions.
There we go. But
how many times you been on?
What? Zero. He explains. He explains why he's there. Listen.
Because my friend Dina Katz books the show. I don't need Richard.
Can't get on.
Wait, hold on. That's the funny thing. His friend, a good friend of his, books the show, but yet he can't get on. He can only watch from
He
the
can
bar.
hang out at the bar and watch.
Right.
She much like every gig in entertainment except for Howard, they put him in the audience. He is now part of the crowd. Jay Leno, he was the announcer. Did he sit next to Jay? No, they
No,
put him in
no.
the third row in the fucking audience. Unbelievable.
Well, maybe
You know, I've been to
Right.
Sean Hannity's show a few times as a guest to sit there and watch, not to be on camera. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
hey,
You're
but I
not,
don't
you're
want
not
to.
sitting here, bragging and making your whole life about, hey, look, I can get there anytime I want. Meanwhile, you can't get booked. You can
Right.
get a visitor's pass, but that's about it.
You can
He's all
watch.
over this guy. He's all over this guy's
All
spot.
over.
All
Right.
over
Well,
it.
And not only that, he's downplaying Richard's booking, which is a
Right.
big deal. Like to get
It's
on
a
there.
huge booking. So many people in like the politics arena want to be on that show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Richard, get ready to see this look on his face for a
Well,
while.
I have a theory that the reason John's been there so many times is the studio's probably on his Uber route.
Or it's near the liquor store.
Yeah, yeah.
Just popping in, saying hello.
His name is Richard. It's not Chris. And second of all, I've been to Bill Maher on multiple occasions because my friend Dina Katz books the show. I don't need Richard to go to Bill Maher. I can go whenever I want, and I've taken people there.
It's like you remember those like movies where the adults and kids exchange bodies, right? And now it's like a kid. He's like a fucking 9-year-old in a fucking mess of a grown-up's body. Because he talks like a fucking little kid. He's like, I can go and do this whenever I want.
Do you think that they're going to hit up the girl? They're going to hit her up and go, you got some guy coming around whenever he wants? You're supposed to book the show.
Oh,
you know?
Worst thing that can happen to you in show business is John drops your name at any point. At any point.
I would only go to cheer on Richard because he's my friend. That's it.
Cheer on.
I don't really need to go to Bill Maher, nor do I like to drive into Culver City or whatever it is. But I'll do it to be with you, Army Major.
But you've been there a bunch of times. He says he's been there multiple times. If he doesn't like to go, why is he going multiple times?
He
You go
doesn't
once.
need
all
to
right,
be there.
sorry,
He
I got
doesn't
this
like
one.
to go, but he's the best friend a friend could have, so he's there for the Army Major.
And he calls him Army Major. Nobody says that. It's just Major.
That's all. First of all, he can't pronounce his last name correctly either. It's Ojeda, and he calls him Ojeda, and has been for years. And Ojeda is the only goddamn person who will do this fucking idiot show anymore. This was back in the days where things were great. The Three Musketeers. It was John, Hal Sparks, and Army Major.
Right.
And now, now you got to watch Hal's face towards the end of this because again, this is John not giving up whatsoever on Army Major's booking for Bill Maher.
To be fair, being on John's show has catapulted the Army Major from living in a house into a trailer.
There you go. Things are looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
By the way, Army Major, did you get a time on your Bill Maher appearance?
No, I just 24th.
But you don't know what time they tape yet.
It's in the afternoon.
I think it's like 3:30 or 4 o'clock.
Okay, because I got a show at 8:30.
All right, if he's been there, he knows what time they're taping, right? They tape the same time. They don't change.
He can go there anytime he wants. He can go anytime he wants.
They have to switch the time. He's asking him to switch the time because he has a show. So they're going to go to Bill Maher and say, "Can we do this at 1?"
Like his show is more important.
They use CBS's sound stage, so they have to tape it at the same time every week because there's other stuff that has to go on there. So there's no moving it.
If you really peel the layers, that is John. Right now, he's trying. He's trying to get more information about Army Major's gig. At the same time, he's trying to brag and put his stats in there.
Right.
That he's headlining. Guarantee you it's a spot. It's not a headline, but he's going on last because nobody wants to fucking deal with people walking out. Any other spot is in. So again, John inserting John brag whenever possible.
I think it's like 3:30 or 4 o'clock.
Okay, because I got a show at 8:30. But I'm headlining, so I probably don't go on until like 9:15. So I'll probably be able to go with you.
Nice.
So I could. Your A
show it.
douchebag.
All right.
Take you there.
Cool.
But anyway, getting back.
Look at Hal is just like he's trying so hard to get into. Look at the smirk on Hal's face. He's like, Richard doesn't see this coming, man. It's like somebody landed in New York for the first time and walking up to people, being all friendly, and you're like, look at this fucking idiot. They have no idea.
And let me ask.
Let me ask you.
Oh man.
All right, let's move on to the next one. I mean, this is a pretty fun little saga that's happening. How do you think it's going to unfold? Oh, here's a great one. That's typical. That's what you haven't seen Hal on in a while.
Right.
Usually the look he has on John Show. So this is let's read this from Roderick Berry. A10 Warthogs raise a lot of hell. Was there. Appreciate and respect you guys. Can't wait till OJ gets on Bill Maher's show. Drive on, OJ. Richard Ojeda. OJ. Okay?
Yes. Makes sense.
This what I'm circling here. Moron.
Got it.
Listen carefully.
Is OJ really doing Bill Maher?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, September 24th.
Oh my God! The same day you're doing it?
Are you ribbing me?
What a dumbass.
Dude, not only that, but listen to the Army Major's answer. He says, "I'm OJ." Like he has to remind John who he is.
Oh my God! The same day you're doing it?
I'm OJ.
Oh.
I didn't know you killed a white woman and a waiter.
Oh, I'm an idiot. That's so funny.
I'm not in Mensa.
We know.
OJ Simpson.
Well, I never call you OJ.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
you never call him by his correct name. You never do. Yeah, I think you're better off with OJ. It's easier.
Yeah.
Most people, that was always my nickname when I was going up and in the military. Everybody called me Captain OJ, LT, like that. So yeah. But let me tell you something.
I honestly thought it could be the actual OJ.
We know.
Because Bill Maher, I mean, I love him, but he can be sometimes a tool.
Yeah.
I can see him have.
Oh my God.
He's begging to come with him, and the guy's a month out. And he's sitting here. Why would anyone be friends with this? This guy leaves nothing in his path. Like it's all gets destroyed.
Yeah.
He's such an idiot. Oh, I thought it was the real OJ because Bill Maher's a real piece of shit. I mean, no disrespect.
He should just be called Stuttering Napalm because he's destroying everything. Oh, God.
Reels $4.99. Come on, he's trolling us with the OJ. No, he's being real. Gas money for trying to get to Bill Maher show. Dabbler $1.99. All right. We'll wrap this clip up.
Having him on just for the ratings.
Well, yeah, you never know. But
having him on just for the ratings. What do you think? He's a scumbag like you, John?
Wow. Last night on Miserable Men, I was postulating that maybe John is just smart and narcissistic, but I have to take that back now.
I told you.
Yeah. Idiot.
I was wrong. I'm
See,
unnarcissistic enough to admit.
OJ will cut your throat. I'll only stab you in the back.
Yeah, OJ will just kill your wife. He's not going to try and fuck her. Like me.
If you chew the shit, you must have quit.
$5. You guys are my +1. He's a troll. Robbie Poole. Block him. All right. So now comes the moment of truth. Richard is coming to L.A.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's coming to do the show. And this might be my favorite clip of them all.
That tongue. It's his thinking tongue.
OJ, kiss me. All right, here we go. Ready?
Army Major.
Yeah.
So you're about to get on a plane.
Yeah.
And you're coming out to do Bill Maher, and you now have disinvited me.
No, that ain't me, brother. That ain't me. We're gonna get together, my man. We're gonna get together.
So turns out somebody got a hold of Army Major,
Wow.
or Army Major it came to him, but they're like, look, something in his head said, you cannot bring this fucking guy with you to the show.
Yeah.
And he received the message and agreed with it and said, I'm not.
Wow.
You can't be my plus one.
Hold on.
So,
Okay. I have another theory.
yeah.
So when you're going to go on
from the show and said, don't.
So when you're going to go on a show, as you know, we know people that have handled this for a major show. When you have a list, there's a list for people that have to come with you to get into the building because everybody has to bring their ID to get in the building for security. Army Major submitted a list of guests coming with him, and somebody from the show said, "No, I don't think so."
Yeah,
I
that makes complete sense.
I want to take this a little further. What's going to happen? Somehow now John will have no time to hang out with him because there's no, you know.
Oh yeah.
Good call.
Look at that face. That's the guy. That's the face of a guy who's pissed but is trying to hide it.
Right.
He doesn't want to really say what he thinks about you, Army Major.
For tears of a clown, those are the beers of a clown.
Yeah.
Right there.
You got to do that song, man.
No, that ain't me, brother. That ain't me. We're gonna get together, my man. We're gonna get together.
Well, so just so everybody knows, Richard was told that he can't, he's only allowed to bring it like his buddy who's coming with them. And but they're flying you first class, which is pretty cool.
Again.
He's only allowed to bring his buddy with him, so John's not his buddy.
Right.
Yeah. Turns out you can only bring actual friends.
And you're in first class, which is I heard is pretty cool.
Yeah. I've seen it when they shove me in the coach. I've seen it for a brief second. By the way, again, it just goes to show you can't give John any information because it will come out of his mouth at some point. Like, it's great that they're flying him first class, but you don't really announce it. Like, you don't talk about it. You just take your first class flight like a gentleman. Act like you've been there, John. That's right.
Yeah, and if Army
hand
Major
the ball
wants
to the
wants
referee
say
and
it.
go back to the sidelines.
That's all. Yeah. What'd you say, Mike?
Because if Army Major wants to say it, then it's up to him to to announce it. But otherwise,
100%. But again, it falls back on John has nothing to talk about. He has nothing to say. And whatever information you give him at one point is going to be spilled out into the public because that's who he is. That's what he's got nothing else to say.
Okay, I know what he's going to do next. Okay, this is a guess, but he's going to say, when I fly first class, I always that. I get this.
It's a good guess. Let's find out.
That he's only allowed to bring it like his buddy who's coming with them. And but they're flying you first class, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
But it's all good, Richard, because I have a stand-up show in Apple Valley, so
the Mecca of
Wisconsin.
It's probably Applebee's.
Mike,
no, it's an apple orchard.
I have a gig at a place called Tiggif.
Very trendy new place.
I think it's called Fridays, but the coaster says Tiggif on it. I don't. Okay, so now Richard. Meanwhile, again, Army Major going out of his way. He's at the fucking airport. Last thing I would do is waste my time talking. I'd sit there and do nothing instead of calling into John's dumb fucking show. And Army Major's doing that. And of course, you think that'd be enough for John? Of course not.
So it's fine. I've been to Bill Maher already. I don't really have to go.
Now he's shitting on it. Now he's
Yeah.
shitting on it.
But he pushed it so hard and told him what to say, where he's
Right.
from, this and that.
Plug
and now
me.
all of a
Plug
sudden-
this, plug that. Now all of a sudden he's like,
Right.
I don't need to go. I don't give a
Right.
shit.
And was so excited when Army Major wasn't bringing his wife. He almost came.
Yeah.
In Apple Valley, so it's fine. I've been to Bill Maher already. I don't really have to go.
Cool, John.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good, because you're not.
It's great. It's great that you brought that up because coincidentally, you're not coming on the fucking show. We're going anywhere near it. By the way, celebrities in the chat from Why Do I Podcast
Oh.
from Twitter.
Nice.
They are here. Thank you, gentlemen, for doing all that you do. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging in the chat. Indian rock. $10 for Mike to buy prop skeleton fingers to do air quotes.
Hilarious.
I like
Oh yeah, that guy sent us. Did you see the link that he sent?
Yeah, I
us?
did. Yes.
It's great. It's
He's
great.
a good dude,
I'm
that
on
dude.
it.
When we have our budget meeting later, we'll
Yes.
put those up. Together.
Have our business manager.
Right. Hi, we need fake drool and skeleton figures for this month's shows. Thank you.
I know we emailed last month about this, but
Per my last email.
Yeah.
I think I CC'd you on the fake cum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really need fake cum.
We'll bring it up. with
Where
the
are we at
HR.
on the fake cum?
Yeah.
What a fucking dumb meeting.
We got a guy Lenny working on it.
Yeah.
That's not going to be
Testing the new
fake, buddy.
batch.
Yeah, he keeps eating the stock though.
He's eating the profits.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well, listen, I just wanted to say good luck, man. If you need any jokes or anything, if you need any help.
Oh my
God.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's like, imagine this is the reaction when people watch their first snuff film, where they're just like, oh my God, I don't even know that I want to see this. What am I watching?
If you need any jokes, let me know. And then he sits down on the airplane. He's like, oh, Jabbar's sitting next to me. I don't need any. He writes his own.
Yeah.
Walter, here.
Yeah.
This is good.
If you need any jokes on people 7'2" and above, let me know.
I got this good giraffe joke if you need it.
I'm higher than Kareem's.
I wanted to say good luck, man. If you need any jokes or anything, if you need any help, call me tomorrow and tell me, and I'll come up with some stuff for you.
And I'll call somebody to write them.
Yeah. I'll Google funny jokes and I'll help you out. Douche pneumonia. That's a new one. Oh my God.
Oh.
Let's definitely get together. Let's meet you in the house. How to see if we can't link up, man.
All right, brother. You have a safe flight, and I'll see you when you get in here.
Thanks, brother. Airborne.
All right, I'll see you. All right, the great Army Major, Richard
I
Ojeda.
don't understand. Listen, I love that he's throwing airborne, but why are you saying it to a guy who's never been airborne till this day? So Army Major has his appearance, and John is sure to talk to him when he comes back on the show.
Did they ever meet? Did they ever meet after?
I think they did, and I think
Okay.
there's a clip of him talking about. I think it was when somebody sent me a clip. It may have been Patrick's Lonely Baby, but about how dirty John's car was. That Army Major opened the door and he said there was like 3 feet of soda cans and trash in his car. And while he's explaining this, John is laughing hysterically. He thinks it's the funniest thing he's ever heard. He's got a weird thing about loving when people that he considers friends calling him a scumbag, or a dirtbag.
Right.
He laughs at that. I don't get it. Doesn't change it. Just laughs at it.
Yeah.
Entertaining for him. So this is after the Army Major's appearance.
That was his other guest here, Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind.
Yes. I don't know who this guy is, but yeah, he's definitely got a look.
Did you squeeze my podcast in there? Did you say I'm on Stuttering John all the time?
No.
No.
Also, again, Brent, right? Like, you don't want to go rogue and start yelling out some shit on the air when they're live about somebody's podcast. If you're going to plug something, they'll ask, "What do you want to promote?"
Yeah.
If there's not to promote, you tell them, and it's like a comic, writing a set for late night, and then you go out to do it and you change the entire set. That's not going to fly.
Right.
And as somebody, I watch Bill Maher's show every Friday night, and I've seen somebody on the panel try to flip in a plug, and he'll say, "Did you hear the rules before the show?" Like, he'll call them out. "Did you hear the rules before the show?"
Yeah, he's a real
no
cunt,
plug
when it comes to that type of shit. He will.
That's what John said. Yeah, I heard he's a real
cunt. My pal the cunt. I'll be there Friday. All right, here we go.
No. They honestly, man,
you coward.
I was surprised. They introduced me as the national spokesman for No Dim Left Behind, and then they mentioned my nightly live that I do. I was surprised that they did that.
I love Army Major just fucking turning it into John, where he goes, "No, I didn't get a chance to plug this, but here's what's weird. They plugged something of mine. I haven't even done it in years." He's like, "I don't even know that it still exists on YouTube. I had no problem plugging that." My mom used to say, "Don't ever smoke. Don't put your family through what your dad put us through." At 44, I've never touched a cigarette. I must say, I feel a slight sense of regret because Stunt Joe Pod gave me cancer. $20. I'll give you $7 for cancer treatment, and the rest is dispersed among my friends.
You see, this guy he's a very kind man. You can tell that.
Army Major is a sweet dude. Yes, I agree with you.
He served our country.
Yeah, but he's on here to basically help. That's why he's on John, I think, to really get the word out of what he does and with the
his agenda, the liberal, the agenda, especially with the vets, I'm sure, and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just sad to see that fucking, you know what I mean? He could be doing so much more because the guy knows what he's doing.
John takes advantage of this guy. He doesn't respect him. He doesn't appreciate what he's been through. Mm-hmm. I've said it. Like, anytime Army Major brings up his trailer that he lives in, his RV, mm-hmm. John gets this fucking smirk on it. Like, John sees him as a whack packer. John treats him as a whack packer.
So, question, because I haven't seen these clips before, so I've got a question.
Yeah.
So the smirk you're saying he gets on his face is like, "I'm better than you" to this Army Major?
Absolutely.
Who was in Airborne?
Absolutely. Fought for our freedoms, suffering, was injured. I believe he's well.
And if you're a major, just to give everybody an idea, if you're a major, you've been in for a while, probably 15 years before you get to be major.
This is this guy's life, and he's very good at it, and he should be respected for it and appreciated for it. And I've told you guys this from day one. The Army Major has a home here. He'll be happy here. We will treat him with respect here. Just come on over, Army Major. We got you. This guy doesn't he will never respect you. He should have been over good. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
He's very good at what he does, and if you look at John, he's very bad at what he does.
Maybe the worst. Yeah,
it's not a good mixture.
No. You need somebody a little bit close to what you can do. Not the pole. Yeah, that's the guy you're hitching your wagon to, right there.
Mm-hmm. He can raise so much money for the vets by doing like I'm surprised John didn't say, "Hey, I'll do a show. We'll give money." You know what I mean? Because
that's what we'll do. You know what? Well, I'll invite him on. I'll reach out. I'll invite him on, and I'll say, all super chat proceeds will go to the charity of your choice through a fourth party that will write you a check. What do you think of that?
He'll say you guys are fucking scumbags. And he'd be right.
But meanwhile, John does the same goddamn thing with Cancer Buddy. So,
Exactly.
Bone CK $5. Recently noticed that Stuttering John posted the private Stern employees meeting that leaked on his own channel. Hero, the stupid king of the hypocrites.
Exactly.
Zero Dark.
Zero Dark Tony.
Tony. OJ That's I wrote that. Bill Walton. Yeah. All right. Let's go to this next video. Here we go. This is John being John yet again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very shocked. My good friend books that show, Dina Katz, and I have yet to be a guest.
Well, figure it out, man. Figure it the fuck out. Really.
What does that tell you?
Well, this is John. How come it hasn't landed in my lap from the sky? Like, I don't understand. I'm here. I called this guy a fucking loser. Why am I not being rewarded for things in life?
Told about how he parties after the show.
Yeah, like,
and I have yet to be a guest. I have yet to be a panelist. I'm very jealous.
Smirk. There's the smirk, by the way.
Yes, the smirk.
There's that smirk.
Who are these people?
Constantly wiping his
Oh my
nose,
God.
touching his face. He's such a mess. He's such a mess. It's unbelievable.
And not in a good way.
Right.
No.
There's people that are a mess that I absolutely love.
Thank you.
There's a hot mess and then there's a John mess. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
I have some more Ojeda clips here. This is from a recent show John did. Oh, this is okay. So this is a clip of the Army mate. Now look what this guy has to deal with. On top of dealing with John, he's now showing us the medication that he has to take. Watch this. This is insane.
Richard, our country is in your debt. Thank you, John. Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna have a little conversation with the Army major about that.
You see this, John?
Yes.
This is my meds.
Wow.
There you go, Issa. Little still shot action for you.
Got it?
That's your meds? Jesus.
Look at that.
All my fucking meds.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's more than my mother's.
What?
It's about me. Don't forget.
Yeah, it's about me. He makes this about him instead of, in fact, that there's a lot of things that we can do for veterans besides loading them down with medications.
Yes.
And that goes right by him. By him. It's the point is we're bringing these people back from war and we're loading them down with medications.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he explains the effects that it has on. Watch.
Look, and understand that Clozapine, hydrochlorothiazide.
He thinks it's hilarious to John.
What
It's
is
hilarious.
so funny to him?
This is what I'm saying. Army Major, this guy doesn't fucking care about you. He doesn't respect you in the least. You see any of us laughing at you reading off medication names? No.
And this is for the rest of his life. If he doesn't, they don't get him off this somehow. This is the rest of his life.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
This is your buddy fucking laughing his ass. This is a serious goddamn show. Oh, hold on. Sean Stark, 499. I'm looking for a head writer of the roast of Kurt Rambis. Superman, Kurt Rambis. Fucking great poll. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Let's get back to John laughing his balls off at his friend's fucking storage locker filled with medication.
Exactly.
From serving our country overseas.
From being shot at, the shit exploding around him, watching friends die. You know, I mean, get the fuck out of here.
Horrible stuff.
If there's any of those drugs you don't use, you can send them here.
There's our buddy Patrick. Patrick's only big. Ojeda's a big Stern fan and has admitted he's starstruck by John. John takes full advantage of that.
Course.
That's what John takes full advantage of everything, John.
There it is.
Everything.
There it is.
Trazodone, all of this shit,
And he's just laughing at him.
Yeah.
He's just laughing at the when I watch this, I got so fucking mad.
all of this shit attacks my liver.
Wow, yep.
And now,
At least he has something in common with John.
Yeah. Well, at least we know John won't be able to help you out at any point with a new liver. Or
John's going to open up his case. Coors Light. This attacks my liver. Another Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Yeah. Look, I got PTSD and anxiety along with other shit. Not fun. Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
terrible.
You need THC and psilocybin, not these medications. And I'm not kidding around. Google it.
No, it's proven that it's better for your organs to try that type of shit than the medication they get.
Mm-hmm.
Get him on the show for a special Veterans Day episode. Does that mean we all gotta wear helmets?
Can we let him bring John as his plus one?
Oh, God. Yeah, you're more than. In fact, we insist you bring John.
Oh, I got to be part. I got to be part of this one as a vet.
You're a vet. You're gonna have to talk the lingo with him. Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're the guy that makes us legit when he's on. Is we're like, because we're all pussies. None of us, did anything like that. So
I mean, that doesn't make you a pussy. I just wasn't ready for college or anything.
Makes Levy a pussy.
I was in the KISS Army for a few years. Does that count?
Yes, it counts, Mike. Thank you for your service. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, he used to come over and kiss my dick every Saturday.
Don't think Bob hasn't jerked off to that thought.
This show is taking a hard left.
Now, are we sure that Army Major taking those pills for battle or because he's on John's show?
That would be. Now there's a sponsor John needs. Is one of those pharmacy commercials. You go to view the Stuttering John show. You may take this pill. Might lead to club-footed. This guy's your friend. Liver spots.
But didn't he throw his mother under the bus about taking drugs? And usually when somebody's older, they'll be taking medicine. You know what I mean? But it's like, but you don't just say, "Oh, you got more than my mother." It's like, why would you?
Well, it's also insulting that your mother is taking medication because she's older, not because she fought in battles.
Right.
And this guy is taking medication because he's dealing with trauma and pain.
From being in Iraq and Afghanistan and getting shot at by
my mom was in a war. She was in the Battle of Bologna when I was a kid. She had to make me lunch every day.
Battle of Bologna.
She had to. You know how hard it is to cut the crust off. You ever try to cut the crust off? You don't know. Get out of my face. Called us baby killer, baby murderers. All right, let's go.
Pain. Hydrochlorothiazide.
He's like, this is a punchline to him.
I know. I was just thinking we should add rib shots to every time he's named a medication.
Well, in his defense, those punchlines are as funny as anything John's come up with. So.
Funnier, in my opinion.
You can put his clip, John's laugh. It would still be just as gross as reading out the names of children that were killed by a shooter at school.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's a funny name. Well, who names the kid that?
At least when they give that list out, you don't get wet.
Trazodone. All of this shit attacks my liver.
Yeah.
And now I've been diagnosed with fatty liver.
Oh no!
You've also been diagnosed with fatty co-host.
Yeah.
Where?
You got the liver, I got everything else, I guess.
Another divorce. I'm screwed on.
I mean, I'm like, I'm taking this meds, and I'm literally basically knowing that when I turn probably 65 years old, I'm probably going to have to get put on a list for a fucking liver transplant because this is my meds.
Yeah.
What do you take them for?
What I mean, like, what you just rattled off 77 things, and now John goes, "What do you take them for?"
Oh God!
What's his
When it-
follow up? What's in that big plastic bin?
You know, my friend booked somebody on 60 Minutes, but I never got a hosting job on that. So when do you take that medicine? But like questions like that, what do you take? A guy that's been in the military explaining why he has to take it, and he's like, "Why do you take? Come on."
You don't go, why do you take that? You just go, man, that sucks, man. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. You know, you try and be compassionate.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was thinking. Go ahead.
I was going to say really quick, and you talk about how fucked up it is that this is what we do to veterans when they come home.
Right.
We don't care about vets. We don't support veterans. We put them on medication so they can't work and have a normal life instead of actually working with them and making their lives better. That's what you say. You have some compassion for him and every other vet that has to deal with what the major has to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, and this is a recent podcast, and it sounds like he doesn't know anything about Army Major. They go, what happened? What would you do to need that? You know, he's been friends for years.
He knows nothing because it has nothing to do with him, Mike.
Right,
you know
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The last one that he said is it treats depression. That's a pretty heavy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take
so
it for blood
does the show, actually.
That last one specifically for doing John's show.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with what combat he saw.
Take him for thyroid. I take him for sleeping. I take him for PTSD. I take him for friggin' cholesterol. I take him. And let me tell you, look. I actually try to do. I go to the gym every day. And I've never stopped going to the gym. When I was in the military, I was, you know,
John's looking at him like, who's this guy, Jim, you keep bringing up? I don't know him.
Before you go, do you want to bet whether John's going to do a gym story of his own? How often he goes?
Okay.
Because Richard just threw it down. He goes every day, so.
I say John tries to make a self-deprecating joke that doesn't work about him going to the gym.
I don't think he does. I don't think he knows how to do self-deprecation. Maybe he'll deprecate Army Major.
I think John babbles, says something stupid, and then moves on.
All right, you win.
Let's go. Here we go. I just had to reset it here. All right. All right. Here we go.
And understand that Kietapine,
Why did it go so far back?
hydrochlorothiazide, atorvastatin, trazodone, all of
that sounds like a black kid's name. Get it?
This shit attacks my liver, and now I've been diagnosed with fatty liver.
Oh no!
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'm taking this man.
Finally, a medical condition John can relate to. He's like, oh, all these big words. Now I understand. Your liver's fucked up. I heard the same thing.
You heard fat and liver. Oh, me? What?
Oh no!
And I'm literally basically knowing that when I turn probably 65 years old, I'm probably going to have to get put on a list for a fucking liver transplant because this is my meds.
What do you take them for?
I take them for blood pressure. I take them for thyroid. I take them for sleeping. I take them for PTSD. I take them for friggin' cholesterol. I take them. And let me tell you, look. I actually try to do. I go to the gym every day, and I've never stopped going to the gym. When I was in the military, I was healthy. When I got out of the military, I never stopped. I go to the gym. I go to the gym 7 days a week. And the reason why is because every once in a while, I'll have to miss a day for something, and then I can still feel like I got my workout in.
Hold on, Army Major. Hey, Danny, I'm over here.
Oh my God!
By the way, the guy who calls him is his buddy with the cane that came to the show, Danny. So Ojeda is just pouring his heart out. He's laying it all out there, and in typical John fashion, just answers the phone in the middle of it.
The why is because every once in a while I'll have to miss a day for something, and then I can still feel like I got my workout in.
Hold on, Army Major.
Jesus Christ!
Shut the fuck up, stupid! I got a call to take.
Is it your daughter? Something wrong? No, it's a guy I know. From the Long Island.
It's my muscle. They're building a ramp for him at his house. Hold on.
I'm on the air.
Laughing.
Unbelievable.
All right, I'll call you back later.
Yeah.
Look at this poor guy. He's all momentum. Everything's just.
Oh my God.
Right.
Army Major, please come on this show.
Right.
Please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My dry cleaner is calling. I gotta. Yeah, I'm not doing a show. Yeah. No starch. I said no starch. All right. All right. All right. Pick up on Thursday. Okay. I'll see you then. All right. Sorry about that.
That's fine. We're moving on. You just killed the whole flow of that clip. Thanks a lot. Any updates, Brent? Have you heard anything from
I just texted you guys John's latest DM to me.
Ooh.
Oh, do you have it, ESO, that you can put it up?
I sent it to ESO. It might take him a second, but yeah.
All right. Like this. Look at this.
I'll respond to this on the air.
How is he? I just want to know, after what he said to you last time, how does he think by continuing talking to you, it's going to be a good thing?
Because he's in Mensa.
Like, what's crazy is he literally called this guy's wife a whore hours ago.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday. And then he's sitting here and he's going like, hey, let's talk. Like it's crazy. You would think you would start with, hey, let's talk, and then end with your wife's a whore. I mean, if you're going to do it accordingly.
Right. Yeah, don't start with it.
Accordingly, I don't even play that musical instrument.
So you wrote back, I'm having a lot of problems with trolls right now. What's yours? And he
Remember,
writes,
we crafted that response together just so the audience knows.
Right. All right. Why did you decide to trash me and make up stories about some interview? I would never show up to an interview drunk. I don't drink as much as you think. Why turn on me? I've always been cool with you, had you on my show, and had a lovely time. So what is he talking about that you showed up drunk to the interview?
Because it was a story. You and I surely know this story. We know this person. He used to work with a guy at the Tonight Show.
Oh, yes.
And he bugged this guy at the Tonight Show to get him an interview with an agent because he wanted an agent.
Yeah.
And he showed up to this agent's office
hammered
in flip-flops and a t-shirt and drunk. Surely, have you not heard the same exact story that I've heard?
It's a legendary story. So, yeah, a lot of people have heard it. And it's not something we've decided to just spread. We're not you, John. We don't have to make up shit and start throwing it out there and hoping it sticks. We're not you. We are witnesses of you. And if you just sit back and witness you, you don't have to make anything up. It's all real.
Right.
And the person that told us this story would not have made that up.
They have zero to gain from this. They're not trying to get their own John show started. They're not trying.
They're not even trying to get their own show.
No, they're taken care of. They're just fine. This was you guys aren't going to believe this type of story.
It absolutely was. And he told it to me a few times because I would have him retell it to me because I found it so hilarious. I found the story just hilarious. Secondly, he said, why did you turn on me? How did you learn my show? You had a good time. Because yesterday, instead of reaching out to me on my verified Twitter account to say, hey, is this your number? Hey, is this you? Did you reach out to me? Because you know who did that? Marianne from Brooklyn. That same fake Twitter person, that same fake Facebook account reached out to Marianne from Brooklyn, and she DM'd me on Twitter and said, hey, is this you? Did you write this? This doesn't sound like you. And I was like, no, that's not me.
So she's not going to have a threesome with you?
That's what somebody pretty much DM'd her from me to ask, and I was just like, no, not me.
But like to the chase. They don't want her as a guest on your show. They're like, you want to fuck me and my wife? Hit us back up, Marianne.
And it's just like it was a simple message from Marianne to me to verify was it me or not. But John can't do that. And then he gets on Twitter and starts saying that I wrote all this stuff about Shuli to him without checking to see whether it was me or not.
But let's go even further back than that, right? Which is, you're not on Twitter talking shit about him. You're not on any shows talking shit about him. So instead of reaching out to you through your DMs when he got this Facebook email that was claiming it was you, instead of doing that, he shows his true colors. He screenshots, right? Or right?
He didn't even screenshot. He wrote the tweet out himself.
Right. He copied the tweet word for, which is so dumb. Just copy it, just screenshot it. But whatever. He put that out there before any kind of shit talking happened from your end.
Correct.
That was
100%. And I'd let a lot go. Like when we were in LA, he was tweeting out that he was hanging out with Richard and myself, which anybody that knows Richard knows that that's not happening. And secondly, Julie was one of the people assigned to work with me. We were doing bits and working and out on the street and doing stuff every single day. We were not hanging out with John.
You know how many bits we did in a day? Like an 8 balls worth. I mean, a lot.
So you guys are trying to say that Stuttering John lies?
About this?
You're in there.
What?
You're in there for the most part. Honest fella.
I don't like to lie.
Surprised. Let's check this clip.
Crazy. It drives me crazy.
Yeah. My friend was calling me because he's got a friend there that's a big fan of mine. He wants me to say hi to him. I can't tell you how many times that happens.
Oh, that's great, dude. I'm glad you brought that up during the Army Major's fucking one-man show about how medication is fucking slowly killing him, and this is what he has to deal with because all the shit he had to deal with for you.
Right. John, my friend is a big fan of yours. He wants you to say hello to him. He's calling from 1987.
So that call that he interrupted the Army Major for was his buddy Danny saying that he had a guy over that was a huge fan that wanted to say hello to John. And John not only felt, granted, John didn't know that was the reason for the call when he picked up, but once he learned it, he felt it was important to yet interrupt and disrupt the flow of the show again to explain why.
Crazy. It drives me crazy.
Yeah. My friend was calling me because he's got a friend there that's a big fan of mine. He wants me to say hi to him. I can't tell you how many times that happens.
Yeah, because it doesn't happen.
You could say it.
I don't like to lie.
Yeah. Oh, don't you worry. We're getting to that.
Mom says she's been on thyroid.
Oh, that's his mom in the chat. She writes in the chat all the time. That's a good look, Mike. You got it almost perfectly.
I'm a John Face impressionist. I don't do the voice. I just do the face.
Yeah. Can we just add a fishing hook in his mouth right here?
Look at those teeth. He's got Giuliani teeth on the bottom there.
He really
But
does.
look at how far the gum is. Like, look where it starts.
Yeah.
It's like 2 yards back.
It's like a mule. You ever see a mule? You know, when they chomping
it's
on
like you ever see a shark when they open their mouth, the teeth come out a little bit?
You ever see a jackass? I'm
Right.
looking at one. Yeehaw and Merry Christmas.
Medicine since she was 28. I don't know, man. I'm on 7 pills. I take.
It was just a matter of time before John gets at the medication round of here. Now John's going to compare his medication to a fucking
war veteran.
He's got it better now. But do you see the finger? How the finger? Get a picture of the finger like coming up, and then how he grabs it and massages that fucking. Just
that is so weird to hold your pinky like that.
No, go back to when he just got how it just flows up to his fingers. Look, it's like some kind of bug or something. Go back to it a little bit. It's really weird.
So weird. Every frame is a mystery with this guy.
$1 million.
Watch how the finger comes up, and then he grabs it like a little butterfly. Yeah.
I'm on 7 pills. I take amlodipine for high blood pressure, atorvastatin for high cholesterol, Klonopin and Luvox for my OCD, and then aspirin and vitamin D.
Aspirin and vitamin D aren't medications, idiot. And John or Bob, you know what Klonopins are, right? K-pens.
Yeah.
No, he knows.
Is not Klonopin is just to relax a beast, basically. Somebody that's fucking mental.
Anti-anxiety medication.
Klonopin sponsored the last year of our tour, whether we do it or not.
It's probably one of the worst things you can take, and that's why Army Major is right about all this, but he shouldn't be on anything because he's not going to be able to get off it at this point, and it fucks you up.
You know, and
yep, I got to take vitamin. Crazy, it drives me crazy.
Oh, hold on, we looped.
Yeah,
is this the part where John goes? I also drink orange juice.
Fan of mine. He wants me to say hi to him. I can't tell you how many times that happened.
That was great.
I got Flintstone vitamin every day, at least one. Usually Pebbles. I try to take Pebbles.
I take Yabba Dabba too sometimes.
All right, we just watched that one. Okay, let's go with. This is good. You'll like this. He had a woman on not long ago.
All right.
This is what's funny about John doing a political show is he knows nothing. He's an idiot, and this is a perfect example. Pay attention to what this woman is saying, and listen carefully.
So be the opposite of John, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Of the Ohio Democratic Party. He might make a fantastic guest for you, actually. I interviewed him on my YouTube channel. He's written a series of terrifyingly realistic fiction books about Russia hacking elections to steal the state races so that they could, the state lawmakers vote on the maps that decide gerrymandering and the control of the House of Representatives. And that's how they did it. They focused on state races. And so I am hopping up and down concerned about touchscreen voting machines and the possibility of fraudulent flips and deletions on these down ballot races, and that no one will notice it, and it will screw the Democratic Party with gerrymandering.
Listen,
so, I've got exactly what she's talking about. I got it down.
Well, guess who doesn't? The host of the show. Go ahead, watch this.
Who was the guy's name?
She says gerrymandering, and he says, "Who is that guy's name?"
Yeah,
author Jerry, last name Mandering. It's Jerry Mandering Jr.
And watch how he goes. Let me listen better by putting my ear to the mic.
Watch that. Did you see that? He does.
Ballot races, and that no one will notice it, and it will screw the Democratic Party with gerrymandering.
Who was the guy's name?
I'm going to send it to you, my article.
And he's saying it into a microphone that's not hooked up. Like his microphone is. He goes, what is his name? Leans into it. Oh.
Well, it's actually getting some pretty good traction, and it has a lot. The bring your sample ballot, and I have really cute graphics in there to make it more memorable.
Lost. He's so lost. What is this? Who's this guy? You went to school with him? Jerry who?
Jerry who?
Fucking dummy. You're a dummy. Oh, by the way, great clip from Dabblers. This is from our buddy Toucan Sambo out there posting this stuff. So John accuses a lot of people of bringing up his family, bringing up his kid, talking shit. This was a clip that somebody found. I don't know exactly. It sounds like it was either off Grillo's podcast or John's, but it's John and Grillo talking. Pay attention.
When Artie talked to Steve, got Artie, started his trashing, and Steve, now he made a joke. Now, Steve, I've made this joke on stage, so I get it now, and I was just very sensitive about my children at that time. As you should be.
So already he's saying, I've made this joke on stage myself. Right. The joke that he was mad at Grillo for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As you should be. Yeah. But, Steve made a joke. And you know what? I've made the same joke when.
So now he's saying, I made the same joke. If you're upset, if it's something that you feel that you were wrong for doing, would you repeat the joke? Or would you just say, I made the joke and you move on?
Right. That's what you do.
Well, John makes sure to do the bit.
Yeah, but Steve made a joke, and you know what? I've made the same joke when my son came out as transgender. I didn't know what it was, and I had made the joke on stage, like transgender. So what are you, an airline?
Wait a minute. That was a joke.
That was a joke. Transgender. What are you, an airline?
Transgender. I thought he was invisible. He said.
Now I know why that he begged them to take it out of the podcast, because it's fucking terrible. It's not funny. It's not even offensive. It's just not funny. Just dumb.
It was bad.
But that's the shit that he was begging, Dan and everybody to take out, because he was the thing that he sits there and he goes, Artie made jokes about my kid. Artie made jokes about again. Nobody's made more jokes than you, pal. Nobody. That's all.
Right. So his son came out in 2017. So John saying he didn't know what transgender was.
Yeah.
In 2017. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. A total mystery.
Menser.
Yeah. Bob, I know you love clips that deal with John's bodily fluids.
Boy, sharp as a bowling ball, see?
Zero Dark Tony, $4.99. Sharp as a bowling ball. Nice try. That bowling balls aren't sharp. So, nice try. That's a troll block.
This is entitled "John Chokes on his Phlegm."
Oh, Jesus
Patrick sent us this because he says, I know how much Bob loves clips like these. So thank you, Patrick.
He's a good boy, Patrick.
He really
lonely baby.
They literally have a 100-year plan. And so, yeah, being patient.
That was a joke and a half.
Wow.
I got to see this again.
Literally have a 100-year plan. And
if he was a magician, a flower would come out of his mouth, like,
a dove.
A dove.
God. Please stop. Oh. He's still joking.
Chew it down, John. Chew it down.
Guess I'm going down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot. But
It doesn't happen to anybody.
He's crying. You don't know what to do.
He's holding back puke, it looks like.
Oh my God! You got to play that again. And I have to see it. Yeah, the tongue comes.
Oh, it's like it reminds me of Stand By Me, the pie eating contest.
It's like when a lizard grabs something with his tongue and eats it, and it doesn't taste right, and all of a sudden it doesn't know to eat it or not.
they literally have a 100-year plan.
That's why I don't do 2 interviews with men anymore.
This guy's a doctor. At one point, he had to turn into doctor.
Hey, Patrick, anybody that sends us clips, anytime you want to hang out with us and we're somewhere, you come. It's on us. If we're at a show, I don't give a shit if I'm fucking shopping anywhere. You hang out with us because I thank you for all you do.
Amazing.
I mean, the Lord's work doesn't even begin to express what you're doing here.
Imagine if I put that video with the sound effects for Halloween.
You scared kids. You get kicked out of the neighborhood. Too scary.
Hey, are you okay? You need to grab a glass of water?
No. It's just I guess I'm going down the wrong pipe.
Yeah.
What went down the wrong pipe? Nothing went in his mouth.
It wasn't success. Success definitely didn't go down the wrong pipe or the right one.
I just be patient. You got to be patient.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That was amazing.
I got a couple short ones here if you guys want to do.
Oh, I believe me, I can do this until this evening. This is the most fun thing I've ever. Look, I've been addicted to drugs, and this is better.
Seriously?
You
I
know
swear
what?
to God, this is better than drugs.
It's right up there.
Yeah.
All right, this is a fun one. Story time with Mr. Melendez. I love his stories because he never knows. He never knows what
The
part
story?
to tell or what part to not tell. So check this out.
But I'll tell you, this is horrible. I'm at the Pickwick pub, and there is a lesbian.
Right.
Super hot, super hot,
super hot.
Nice sized breasts, great body, but she's a lesbian.
Oh God! Like it's something wrong with that, John. You fight for this, and you fucking listen to what he just said.
Yeah.
And twice now he said it not in a complimentary way.
No. Good news, big tits. Bad news, lesbian.
Yeah, listen, she must have been a real lesbian because she didn't want to fuck me. I mean,
Good bowler. One of the best bowlers you'll ever meet, but she never would fuck me.
She takes off a catcher's mask, and I'm like, hey.
Ooh. So I say, so we start talking. I'm flirting. And then I go, and then she starts saying to me, you know what? I miss penis.
Oh,
I do miss penis.
Iso, clip those, please. Thank you.
I think she probably said, right? Dude, you're a dick. I think that's probably what she said.
Right.
Exactly.
I go, do you want to come back to my place?
Right.
She goes, yeah, as long as it's quick, because my wife is gonna be, is gonna be checking up on me.
Right.
So like an idiot, I didn't go to my car first and grab all my pills.
Right.
His pills, his dick pills.
His dick pills.
Because that's much like John, that stopped working as well.
Yeah, because even though she was super hot, with what I hear, big tits and a nice body, he still needed some pills to get
Well,
it up.
guys, you're a guy. Every guy loses his boner when lesbians come up, right? And we all get soft when we start thinking about lesbians.
Yeah. Talk about a pity fuck. That's the only way I would do it. Yeah.
So I drive her Range Rover with a hard on to my place.
Yeah. I'm smoking a bowl while my dick's steering, and but then I get. And why are you telling another dude you're driving around with a hard on? Like I never understood, the whole. Let me explain to you what's going on with my dick, guys that are sharing stories. They're like, my cock's throbbing. It's like, dude, I don't need to hear that part of the story.
There's also a subtext where she said she was married, so he's like, "Oh, fuck her, fuck your wife. Who gives a shit? I want to get laid."
And it doesn't sound like she was like a upfront. I'm a swinger or open relationship or anything like that.
Yeah, she wanted to do it before the wife gets back. So so obviously there was something clandestine.
Oof. Clam.
So now I
clandestine. I like that.
So I drive her Range Rover with a
because she's a lesbian. She has a Range Rover.
Get Indigo Girls on the radio because she's a lesbian.
So I'm driving a Subaru Forester.
I don't like to lie.
I know.
Place. Yeah. But then I get to my place and I'm looking around for some of these, and I don't have any. I can't find any.
Oh no!
I forgot I put them in my spices cabinet downstairs.
Right.
So I'm like,
in case I need some paprika or a raging hot on, they're in the same place.
Maybe that's why my spaghetti was so hard.
Yeah.
But I've got a quick question and inconsistency in the story here.
He put it in the pesto.
I thought he was ready to go while he was driving. So when you get there, why do you need more medication? Because it takes about 45. As I'm experienced here, it takes about 45 minutes or an hour to kick in.
This is John to a T. Is he has to throw in details because in his mind, he thinks it makes the story more believable, but it actually does the opposite. It actually ruins. It pokes holes in his fucking dumb story.
I couldn't get a hard on, so I used her dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm freaking now, and now I'm going down on her and shit. But she's used to that. She's a lesbian.
Yeah.
What? I like this guy. He's like,
how homophobic is this?
What are you talking about? All he does is defend LGBTQP, whatever.
MOUSC.
He really, he's going after him about Kumia. He's going out. I mean, this guy is the defender. Just because he says, she's a lesbian, she's used to getting her pussy. So, I eat box. Let's get back to this.
So I'm like, I'm freaking now, and now I'm going down on her and shit. But she's used to that. She's a lesbian.
Yeah.
She's like, screw that, just come fuck me. And then can't get it up.
So I asked her to move in.
Yeah. She said, come fuck me. So I had to put me on her credit.
And by the way, those pills, like even the blue chews are the best ones because they work the fastest.
Yeah.
That's still another 30 minutes. If you haven't had anything to eat, it's at least 45 though.
I mean, he certainly comes off like one when he talks about it. It's so odd. There's no funnier live chat on YouTube. Yeah, I agree. You guys are killing it, man.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm like, oh no.
Oh, you stuttered.
No, but
I don't know who this guy is, but that's a good joke. Yeah. His dick stuttered. That's a good one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because hold on. What was happening? It was like she's like, come on, fuck me. And then the bar is calling me right at the moment and is going,
pay your tab.
Credit card. Then 2 minutes later, the bar calls, John, are you with this woman? Because her wife is here with her kid.
Oh my
and
God.
they're looking for her. And now, Nabil, could you get it up under those kind of freaking circumstances?
No. No.
Well, another, I wouldn't be picking up the phone if I was in the middle of fucking somebody either.
Yeah. Hold on, Army Major. I gotta take this call. It's my buddy Danny.
Danny. Yeah.
It was
Danny,
like
I can't get a boner. Can I use your cane?
Yeah.
This woman's wife brings her kid to the bar.
Yeah, well, this is a top-notch operation we're running.
Which I didn't understand because she has a kid and she likes pussy. She's a lesbian, so how they have a kid?
That makes sense.
That threw me off, and I couldn't get hard thinking about how a lesbian have a kid. So,
well, theories in chat are the following: 100% that story never happened, and that's a great. That's maybe an even money bet in the John Sportsbook of life. It's not that far fetched.
Only there was a song about John being a liar. If only
we don't have that kind of technology or ability, Mike. What do you think we are? A top-notch show here?
Only.
It's not going to happen.
Gosh,
I don't lie. I don't like to lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
John says he only tells the truth. He claims that he is not a liar. He said he's not a substitute, but we know that his pants are on fire. John is such a fucking liar. His excuses are all lame and tired. The dabbler is a fucking liar.
Lie.
I mean, goddamn.
Thank you.
Oh my God! I just
Coors, like the Doors logo.
Yeah, fucking brilliant.
Hold on. I need a shower with a power sander after that story.
Wow.
Finkelstein shit kid. Please use this to get John some prep H for his ass. Next should never. That's a troll. Block him, ban him.
Ass Mac. All right, we're almost done with this fucking bullshit story he's got going on here.
Storm.
Hold on.
And now, Bill, could you get it up under those kind of freaking circumstances?
No. No.
It was like a perfect storm. Like everything was happening at.
By the way, do not book these two on Whose Line Is It Anyway? I can just throw some advice out. The ad libbing is not great. Improv, not their strong suit. All right.
Once.
I know, Stone Cold. It's so funny. He's like, "Hey, dude, can you get hard with that?" Like asking another dude if he can get hard. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
So I drove up back home. Then, like an idiot, she tells her wife. Her wife goes, where were you? She goes, oh,
what's he digging for?
He's got this shit all over. He's got like a crime scene residue, some fibers on his shirt.
So here's another tell. He just told a lie there. He went to do this as a phone. So she told her wife, and he's like, realized, oh, well, she'd be telling her wife at the pub. So she told her wife.
You're right.
Where were you? She goes, oh, I'm with a guy right now. Can I call? She's like, the wife hangs up. And then I text her later. She's like, I'm about to get divorced. And then I text.
So he drops her back off or whatever, and then still continues to communicate with her. It's just pure. They should just call this bar Toxic Chaos. Mm-hmm. That should be the name of this fucking bar.
Can you come back? I think I'm getting a boner now. It's 6 hours later.
It's working. Clock in. Get over here.
If he was a villain on Columbo, his episode would last about 5 minutes before he got hauled in.
$5. Michael Dolan says, of all the things that never happened, this never happened the most.
Excuse me, Mr. Melendez. One more. There's the evidence right there. Never mind. Come on with me.
Never mind. Oh, you were holding it in your hand. Oh, okay.
I said, well, you want to come over here? Because now I have these. And then she goes, don't ever, my wife said, don't ever text me again.
There's a usual response to it, John. That's the only part of the story I believe, by the way, is that last sentence.
Right.
My God.
Skill.
Okay. So that's why you always got to carry these around.
Mm-hmm. The Cialis lasts you for 2 days. I think 2 or 3 days sometimes.
36 hours.
36. Thank you, Brent. We have our Cialis expert here, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's getting some bullshit Cialis information out.
Milligram.
The 5 lasts you for about 24 hours, a little more than that. The whole 10 lasts you for 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine how much pussy I won't get in 2 days. Wow.
You can think about a woman, and boom, there it is. Yeah.
Wow. I might have to try that Cialis.
Oh, you'll love it. It's great. I should get paid for this commercial.
Yeah, we got John. Like he just explained to him, that there's other planets out there in the solar system.
Who doesn't know about Cialis by this point?
Yeah, but who talks to their friend about not getting a hard on? Nobody would ever have that conversation, unless you're with the doctor. You're not going to go, that would be the worst thing I can tell. Like if I call up Mike, I can't get a hard on, and he's like, wow, I have the same problem. It shouldn't happen.
I mean, to be fair, I have those conversations.
Right. That is true.
Well, they're in the movie.
All right, last clip, because we haven't been on YouTube in a while. I wanted to give people a little something extra. I got all the clips cut up, by the way, for the Blunder Years first episode, audio wise, ready to go. So whenever you guys want to do that,
I'm going. Well,
okay. So his guest. There's an issue, and he's now interviewing his guest on the speakerphone. And now that he's on the speakerphone, the trolls decide to call his phone nonstop.
Oh my God!
I'm going. Well, well, maybe Dave could help me off the stage. Like I'll lean on him.
So he's interviewing this guy over the speakerphone. Visually, you can see him. Audio wise, you can't get it to work.
Who is that guy? He looks like he makes trousers.
Looks like he makes wrestling belts for mice. You know what I mean? It's like a belt maker for rodents.
Help me off the stage. Like I'll lean on him. Yeah. And then I realized that Dave is walking with a cane.
Be careful, Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah. See this guy show up.
Wait, yeah, listen. So I think he's talking about his friend Dan. He said Danny. Danny's his
okay.
He didn't say Dave? I thought it was
I thought he said Dave.
Hold on.
Yeah. And then I realized that Dave is walking with a cane.
Oh, Dave is him.
Up there, and then you were nice to me. We had a great time. You're my friend. Like, to help you.
Some fucking show we got here, pal. This sounds flowing beautifully.
I hope this guy comes to threat you, Shuli, because people around me going, "Why is Shuli's father threatening you?"
I know. Why is before and after Shuli with AIDS threatening each other?
I had a better show when I was 5 years old, and me and my friend had walkie-talkies from different houses.
Yeah.
So on my Twitch show, I had to do this one time with I had the head of president of PETA was on my show.
Okay.
She was having a sound problem, but I didn't use the phone. I got a Bluetooth speaker and put it up here so you could actually hear what she was saying.
I got a broken tooth I used.
It's almost not fair because he's got limited resources and you have what's called the brain that works and is actually smart.
I was worried about you. I didn't know what was going on, so I was happy to do.
Again, you see the background. I just want to remind everybody: this is what he's charging people for. This show right here that he's doing over the phone.
Wow!
At least take the calls from the trolls. That would be a million times more interesting.
Right. Absolutely.
Listen, that was than the other thing you that week.
What's that?
Speak up! Speak up!
as if him repeating it's gonna come out and make it come out any better.
And the other thing I do that week, other thing I had to do. I don't know if you want.
No, tell me.
I had to pick up.
I get these trolls, right? You know, who try and no, Stuttering John's not funny. He's not. I'm like, have you seen me? Like,
yeah, that's exactly why they're saying it. I mean, that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out.
Wow.
All right, listen. We hour and a half. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Over 500 people watching. We appreciate it. We will be back on YouTube. Don't worry. We'll be back on Patreon. Blunder Years. The bonus Kumia, which by the way, we gotta reach out to him. Let's try and do it tomorrow night or Thursday because I gotta go to Vegas this weekend. So so let's ask him because Patrick's Lonely Baby sent us another challenge clip.
Oh,
that is this one. This one, he's not even challenging us. He's just saying you will not make it through this. Those is his exact words.
Damn you, Patrick's Lonely Baby.
I'm ready to take on this fucking challenge. I don't know who this Patrick's Lonely Baby thinks he is, but we're gonna fucking do it.
All right, I'm gonna go depends like Richard and just sit here till it's done.
Do that. Absolutely. Brent, what do you want to plug, buddy? Go ahead. And thanks for joining.
Just check me out. All my social medias at BRENTHATLEY, and you can see my beautiful metal chick wife, who John called a whore, but you can see her at Caitlin Hatley, KATELYNHATLEY.com.
Yeah, and for the record, she's a whore for him, for Brent, not for anybody else. Thank you.
Or people that we choose, to be fair. But
okay, so she's a whore for Brent and a couple others by choice.
Yeah. Yes, by choice. It's all consensual and all for fun, but we readily admit it.
Thank you. That's all. We're not
and when we spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on.
This is all in fun.
Some days it can go that way too.
And lands on somebody. We do that one.
This is all in fun.
It's all in fun. Mike, what do you want to plug?
Twitter at Mike Morse Says, Instagram, Insta Mike Morse, and of course, the Miserable Men on patreon.com.
And Mr. Levy.
Brendan Levy's Comedy Club, CaseyRays.com. In Vineland, it's above the Landis Theater. Check it out. Shows every Saturday. Miserable Men is always a fun show. Levy Land, too. And whatever you want to do. I'm your friend. I love you.
There you go. Patreon.com/The Shuli Show. Shalom Shuli for gig info, and Shalom Shuli on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for watching, supporting, and we'll be back. We'll probably do a Blunder Years tomorrow, knock another one of those out, and whatever else is going to happen from the world of Stuttering Juan. So thank you, everybody. Have a good one. So, outro.
That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. Grab one more beer and shout out, Skull Good. Bye.